Nails, hair, hips, heels, ass, fat, lips, real, purse, full, big bills, bitch, I'm a big deal. Legs, face, eyes, thin waist, thick thighs. You, me, you wish. New phone, who this?
Hey bitches, it's Holland. What's good? So, as you can see by the title, this video will be explaining the long complex history of the K-pop industry, starting before even the first generation. This will be part of a new series on my channel called K-pop Trash. Okay, now let's get started. K-pop first originated in 1885 when an American missionary, Henrietta Hensler, who taught American and British folk music in Korean schools, called Changa in Korean, during the Japanese imperialism of Korea from 1910 to 1945. Many Koreans would use Changa as a way to express their feelings of being oppressed by the Japanese government. However, once discovered, the Japanese government confiscated the Monsieur. The first ever K-pop album was This Tumultuous Time by Park Ji-sun and Lee Ryusaek in 1925, which contained Japanese pop songs translated into Korean. The first pop song ever written, Fallen Blossoms on Running Water, was sung by Lee Jae-suk in 1929. In the mid-1920s, Masao Koga mixed Korean music with American gospel music. This genre of music known as enka in Japan and trot in Korea. After the Korean Civil War was concluded, North and South Korea were parted into two separate countries by Korean Peninsula in 1945. South Korea began to embrace Western pop culture, such as clubs, bars, and music, especially since after the Korean Civil War was over, many American troops that had come to help South Korea gain its independence remained there and spread Western culture into South Korea. Well-known figures in South Korea were people like Louis Armstrong and Marilyn Monroe, who held concerts in Korea. There was even an American music radio station that played in Korea, which started an influence on Korean music. In the 1960s, open auditions were held at U.S. Army clubs in which Korean musicians could make money during South Korea's impoverishment. Many prominent genres of music in this era were country, blues, jazz, and rock. This caused South Korea's economy to increase and its music and cinema to be spread around the world. Korea's first rock band At 4 was inspired by the Beatles. The first Korean group to release into the Western market was the Kim Sisters in 1959, holding American and European tours as well as making appearances on TV and radio programs during this period. With the rise of Western pop music and Korean rock music, trot was no longer predominant in South Korea. In the 1960s, Korean pop music underwent a transformation in which the younger generation created more light-hearted music that represented the hippie movement during the Vietnam War. In spite of this, folk-influenced pop remained popular among the youth, and local television channel MBC organized a music contest for university students in 1977. This was the foundation of several modern music festivals. In turn, the government banned folk music due to its association with the students' anti-government movements. In the 1970s, the Park Chung-hee government banned American pop music and Korean rock music for their association with sex and drugs. Shin Jong-yeon, the godfather of Korean rock music, was imprisoned in 1975 due to a marijuana scandal. In order to bolster its anti-Japanese credentials, the government also banned trot songs because of its Japaneseness, given the influence of Japanese enka songs on trot. However, President Park actually embraced trot. One of the leading figures of the era was Han Dae-soo, who was raised in the United States and influenced by Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, and John Lennon. Han's song, "Give Me Water," became iconic among young people in Korea. His daring performances and unique singing style often shocked the public, and later he was banned from performing in Korea, Han moved to New York City and pursued his musical career there, only returning to his home country in the 1990s. Other notable singers of the period include Song Chong-sik, Cho Young-nam, and Yang Hee-yoon. The 1980s saw the rise of ballad singers after Lee Kwang-jo's 1985 album, You're Too Far Away to Get Close To, sold more than 300,000 copies. Other popular ballad singers include Lee Moon-se and Byung-jin Sub, nicknamed the Prince of Ballads. One of the most sought-after ballad composers of the era was Lee Young-hoon, whose songs were compiled into a modern musical in 2011 titled Gwangwaemun Young-ah. In the 1990s, Korean pop musicians incorporated partially Europop and mostly American popular music styles such as hip-hop, rock, jazz, and electronic dance in their music. In 1992, the emergence of Seo Taiji and Boys marked a revolutionary moment in the history of K-pop. The trio debuted on MBC's talent show with their song, Nanareo, and got the lowest rating from the jury. However, the song and album of the same name became so successful that it paved the way for other songs of the same format. In 1995, South Korean record producer Lee Soo-man, who was educated in the US and was exposed to the trends in American music, founded the entertainment company SM Entertainment. Former Seo Taiji and Boys member Young Hyun-suk formed YG Entertainment in 1996, and Park Jin-young established JYP Entertainment in 1997. And as you all know, the rest is history. Okay, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please comment on what kind of video you'd like me to next as it relates to this series. Until then, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to stay snatched.